my God, yo. Like, why? Like, do you remember? Do you remember 15 years ago, 2009? The MCU is about to start, right? And the core tenet that they used for the MCU was that the people that were going to be our heroes, we are going to use unknown, unproven actors. I think out of everybody that was basically hired in the MCU, there was really only one person that I would say at that time was a proven actor, super early back in the day, and that was Chris Evans. Chris Evans had been in a ton of stuff before he landed the role of Captain America, but Captain America was the defining role for his career, right? Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man was a bounce back from his legal and drug problems that he had basically had 15 years before he landed the role of Tony Stark. Uh, Bruce Banner, Edward Norton was another one who was really well known, but then he was replaced with Mark Ruffalo, who for the most part was an unknown. The MCU was a defining moment for a lot of these people's careers. They brought such intensity and made those roles their own so well that it opened up and allowed them to branch off and go and do other things in their career. The upside of having unknown people is that the amount of money that you pay out to an unknown person is way less than a known hero. That's one of the reasons why when you look at what Robert Downey Jr. made for Iron Man 1 in comparison to what he made for Endgame, night and fucking day. Because the amount he made for Iron Man was, we don't know whether or not this guy is going to be able to carry our franchise. By the time you arrived at Endgame, this guy is the face of our fucking franchise. Go ahead and give him like whatever ridiculous amount his agent has basically told us that he needs, because this is the guy who's been carrying us for the last 15 years. Same thing for everybody else. Chris Evans made like what, less than $250,000? No, he made less than $1 million. I know that for the first Thor. By the time he arrived at Thor Ragnarok, his up there, up there. Here's the issue: why is it that for all of these, no, wait a minute, no, hold on, not all of them, because Shang-Chi is another one that went back to this route as well, where they went for a relatively unknown actor and gave him this really, really big role that's going to expand into more roles and more cameos as the MCU starts to get going. The only person from the original Shang-Chi that I was super familiar with was Tony Leung, because I had watched some of his stuff that he had done internationally, and that's fucking great. But why are we hiring really expensive, really needed actors? Pedro Pascal has like four things that he's needed for. He's super big on The Mandalorian. He's super big for The Last of Us. Um, Damn, I was gonna say Game of Thrones. He doesn't even do that anymore. There's another show. There's another show that he's in that I bet that I'm losing. And then now you want to pull him into the role of Reed Richards for the Fantastic Four. So instantaneously, he's commanding a couple $1 million. Do you want to know what you can do with a couple $1 million if you're not hiring top tier talent and giving a chance to relative unknowns? You can hire better fucking writers. You can hire better VFX people. You can hire better producers, better sound editing guys. You can hire an entire team that's going to make your movie look, sound, and feel 10 times better, taking all of that excess money that you're going to throw Pedro's way. You can throw it towards the actual people that are going to be working behind the scenes with somebody who's going to be up and coming. That if they nail the Reed Richards role, bringing them back is super easy. You adjust their contract a little bit, pay them out. Instead of a couple 100,000, they probably get a couple million this time because they've proven it. The fans have seen it. They're coming back. Another $1 billion movie. You're fucking Gucci. Why are we going? Why? Why are we going this route? Why have we suddenly abandoned the principles that have gotten us here? Where we take unnamed talent, we pay them decently, but we take care of the people making the film, and then we profit. Why are we doing this? Why are we bringing on big name people? For what reason? We don't need Pedro Pascal in the role of Reed Richards. Will he crush it? Absolutely. He crushes it 9 times out of 10. Every single time he steps out of the fucking door, Pedro Pascal is money. He's going to give you 100% every single time. It doesn't matter if it's an action movie, a horror movie, a comedy, a fucking TV show. You're getting 110% from Pedro Pascal no matter what project he's on. But why here? Why? Especially with the dire straits that the MCU is in. Because according to this article, we had Adam Driver, Matt Smith, and Jake Gyllenhaal. Why? These are all big names. Why? If anything, I would say out of these three, the person who fits the Reed Richards role the best would be probably Adam Driver. But why? Why not go with a relative unknown? Shit, I would be okay if you decide to go and get John Krasinski back and be like, yo, I need you to be Reed for the Fantastic Four movie. Get him, get his wife, um, um, go pick up Michael Chiklis because he did a fantastic job as fucking Ben Grimm. I don't know who you're gonna get as Johnny Storm, but nobody's stupid this time. Don't fucking change his race or his gender in any way, shape, or form. And money, you're golden. Like what? Why are we doing this? Because it feels as though you're getting Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards because you need a famous face in order to put ass in seats because you've been fucking up for the last like 3 years. It never used to be this complicated. it truly never used to be this complicated, but apparently we're here now. We're just going to be hiring super famous people going forward. I think this article definitely says who's going to be playing Susan Storm. No, Pedro Pascal. Deadline claims he hasn't signed yet, but he's super close. There's a Fantastic Four. Pedro Pascal. Wait a minute. Vanessa Kirby. That's another person that is not a big named actress, but is still relatively super famous, especially because of The Crown. So she's a good pick for Sue Storm. But it's like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? How did we get here? Let me know what you think. Like, you think Pedro Pascal is a good pick for Reed Richards? Am I insane? Am I just bitching? Maybe I'm just bitching. You know, maybe the current MCU has just made me into a whiny bitch. I don't fucking know. Comment down below. Let me know. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.